Assalamu alaikum, this is Kelly again. Thank you so much to everyone who commented on my previous video. I had someone ask a few questions. The name was Pablo 1985 2000, I think that's right. He asked a few questions. The first one, the main one, was why I turned to Islam. So I just thought I would just do a quick, doesn't have to be quick, a view of what I was before I turned to Islam. I was brought up in a Christian home. I wouldn't say strict Christian, but it was Christian. I mean, we had, the books we read when we were small, they were always like about, Moses and the reeds, and, like we were brought up surrounded in that. Yeah. We went to church most Sundays. We weren't allowed to watch bad TV shows, no swearing, no sex, just kids shows. And I don't think I really caught on to that. I mean, I learned a lot about it in church. When I was smaller, when I was about 3 till I was about 7, I think the only reason I liked going to church was because my mum would say, "Oh, you can wear your pretty dress today." So I think that was one of the main reasons I liked going to church. After that, it kind of started becoming like a chore to us kids. Like, we would find excuses not to go because, we would sit in Sunday school, we'd have to draw pictures of crosses, and we'd have to sing and be happy, and we didn't really like it that much. But when my family kind of split up a bit, I was about 8 years old. I felt kind of bad about kind of losing the religion side, so I kind of held on to that. I kept reading the Bible. I went to church by myself a lot of the time, but I wouldn't go to the kids' part. I'd sit in the grown-ups part and pretend to know what they were saying. But yeah, that made me feel a bit better, just knowing that I thought I knew what I was doing. That makes sense. But after a while, like, a lot of it, like, I'd ask questions. I'd say, why is this? And they would say, you're not supposed to question that, you're just supposed to believe it. And I kind of just didn't really know. Was I supposed to believe something I didn't know, So, yeah, I didn't drop it. I didn't drop religion altogether, but I just kind of stopped trying to learn because I knew that I couldn't learn anymore. They wouldn't tell me. There's something missing. So I kept praying. I always prayed, like every night, even when I was doing modeling and I was, I went through a rebellious stage, I still prayed. I didn't drop that. But then I was introduced to Islam. Well, I don't know. In high school, I knew people because I went to a big high school, and there were quite a lot of Muslim girls, and one was my friend, and every day, like, she would come in saying things, and she knew a lot about her religion, and I didn't. Like, I'd say I was Christian, but I didn't know a lot about it. I mean, they'd ask me questions, and I'd say, "Oh, no one ever told me that," So I kept asking her questions, and she would tell me more about Islam and how similar they were, but Islam made a bit more sense. They explained it, and they explained why, and things like that. So after that, I went to mosque and got some books, got the Quran, started reading them by myself. It did make me question Islam a bit more, just because I had that extra information. But I got over that. I asked the questions and they got answered. My main question was, is Islam made for Middle Eastern people specifically? It seemed like that at the beginning, because I thought, all Middle Eastern people can speak Arabic or something, but they can't, obviously. also there are a lot of other cultures these days, a lot of other races that have also picked up Islam, so I was wrong. um, Another doubt, it wasn't really a doubt, it was just something that happened. In high school, when I was reading the books and, you know, kind of trying to pick it up a bit, I heard some of my friends talking, and I heard them say astaghfirullah, and at first I didn't know what they said. I thought they said stuff Allah, and I was like, oh, isn't that a bad thing to say? Are they really that mad at their God? But I soon, you know, I didn't ask at that time. I thought, oh wow, maybe Muslims are just mad at, you know, everything. But no, I soon learnt what that word meant. So that was just me. Thank you to everyone watching this video and the last one. Again, I ask you to comment or ask me questions. I love hearing from all you guys. I hope to make another video soon if I can think of a topic to make it on. Assalamu alaikum.